Assalamualaikum. Welcome back to the new episode of Explore China with Asim. Viewers, once again we are in the Silk Museum, and this time there is a big exhibition about the Qinghai Silk Road in the 6th and the 8th century. I share with you this is the time when the Safavids, the Iranian merchants, they moved towards the China along the Silk Road, and they do the cultural exchange and their trade exchange. So we will show you this exhibition and share the information with you. So let's go inside. Viewers, this is the one picture of the ancient arrows, and it is presenting the hunting at that time, because from the mountainous areas they come, and for their food they like to do the hunting, so they use this kind of arrows at that time. So this is also written here, a lesson on breaking one arrow on a bunch of arrows like this. Viewers, here are some ancient architecture. You can see this is the Toyohun's gardens, and Toyohun name was given by the grandfather name. It is the 329 AD, and Toyohun was then officially found. So here they have presented the remnants of that time, and these are the 329 AD remnants. Here you can see this is one wood plank, and on that plank there is some kind of drawing, color drawing on this thing. This is also having one kind of print and one kind of drawing on the wood plank. These are some kind of statues they found that are presenting that time, and even from there is the cultural cap and the movements, so the history is already shown here. Viewers, silk was the biggest trade along the Silk Road, and here you can see this is one ancient style of the machine for the weaving of the fabric. You can see, and they make it, and they are really presenting lively how they join the threads in the horizontal and vertical way to weave special kind of the silk fabric with the special kind of designs. Viewers, this fabric is presenting the history of that Persian merchants time, and this is very famous design with this round shape having the design around it, and two animals with opposite face. This is actually the biggest presentation of the Safavid times, when Iranian merchants move along the Silk Road from Iran to the China to do the trade. Viewers, here you can see these statues. They are actually presenting the one kind of meeting and the discussions of the merchants, the Persian merchants, and you see they are having the drink together and discussing something about their trade and how they can do the business along the Silk Road. Viewers, when they travel from the Iran to the China, they make this kind of temporary huts for staying for the long time, and here they have some special kind of meetings in these kind of huts. So this temporary hut they make when they travel from, because at that time there was not too advanced transportation system, so these merchants they use the temporary huts, and they spend many months and many days and nights while traveling, and during that they often do the discussions in these tents and also make their plans for their trade. Viewers, here you can see this is the one kind of presentation of hunting at that time, and you see the same one merchant having the arrow, and they are going to hunt the buffalo, the jungle buffalo. So this is also one kind of the presentation of that Safavid time, when the Persian merchants they move from the Persia to the China. This is also the hunting by the horse. While moving they do the hunting for the jungle animals, and this one was their very good hobby, you can say. So the merchants, when they travel, they always prefer to do the hunting, because at that time from the mountainous area to the desert and the plains and area, so there was not so much sources of the food, so hunting was the big source of the food. Viewers, traveling through the horse is a very big example of the Safavid time, and this one was the biggest source of the traveling, and here they have presented one horse and the tools that they use for the horse for the decoration, and you can say this was the one kind of jewelry of the horse, and even at that time the royal family people, their horse had the many kind of the jewelries, and here you can see a few pieces of that jewelry that they decorate their horse. Where this is the one piece of the fabric of the Safavid time, and it is known as the adras, and it has some grape patterns with the brown background. Viewers, China National Silk Museum has a very huge department for the preservation of the ancient textiles, and they preserve it in a very well way. Here we can see this is one piece of the Jin silk, and Jin silk is very famous in the Chinese history. It has many kinds of the patterns in the different designs with the animal motifs, and even here you can see in this there is the inside is the statue of the Buddha, means sitting, and one cart and two animals moving opposite side. Because this is one ancient cup, I think they use it for drinking or something to put inside, and it look like the bone, made by the bone. Viewers, this is the Coffin Plank, and there is the design and drawing on this Coffin Plank. You can see at that time people use some kind of the natural colors and natural dyes, and they make some kind of the drawing on it, as you see from here in this Coffin Plank. Finally, today we have shown you the history, and we take you back to the Safavid times, and you have seen so many architectures of that time, and we have shown you the little bit presentation what at that time merchants do, how was the culture. Hope you like our video. If you like our video, please subscribe our channel, like it and share it, and wait for the next episode. तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज.